At this point, there's only one thing I can say. Hit the fucking music.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's a new episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name is Neil.
And my name is Chris.
And today we are bringing you two movies from the World War II era, I guess would be the best way to
one's
say,
World
right?
War One. One's World War One.
Which one's World War One?
That's the Kingsman.
No, that's from World War II.
No, it's World War One. 100%.
No, because he said he was in World War One and his son was in World War II.
Rasputin was not around in World War II at all.
I don't know. Well, I'll talk about it later. All right. Anyway, so two movies from two different wars. First, we're going to talk about the Netflix movie that was just released this past week or so, Munich, The Edge of War, featuring George McKay.
I know what you think, but I know that your daughter has taught me many things just now. She has broadened my mind. She has helped me grow. When we just kissed for the first time just then, the endorphins that your daughter sent through my body were like dolphins swimming through my bloodstream. The way she has opened me up, she has penetrated deep inside of me, and I know that I have penetrated deep, deep inside of your daughter. And not like that. I would love to, when is necessary. I want kids someday. Not right now, of course, but when you're ready, when I'm ready, because I think this should be a shared decision. This is a decision that we should make together. But when you are ready, I will be ready. I am ready for you, if you will have me. Claire. What's your last name?
That's from Captain Fantastic, which is a fantastic movie, actually.
It's a very good movie.
Well, no,
there's a lot of...
What were you doing? You spaced out for a second.
Oh, I was playing with stuff, man, and that's the only thing that happens. Sometimes I space out when I'm doing stuff to try to promote us in different places,
fine.
And then you ask questions like that when you shouldn't, because I'm going into the next bit I'm supposed to go into, but instead now we got to take like a whole minute and a half just so I can explain to the listeners what I was doing.
Who else is in Munich, Edge of War?
There's a lot of actors and actresses, but none of them speak English or do English parts.
Well, there's one more guy.
A lot.
One more guy.
But there's Jonas Nuano.
Yeah, that's good.
There's Lisa Fries. There's Jessica Brown Finley, and of course, the man so hardcore he's named after a medal, Mr. Jeremy Irons.
It's the only truth I know. It's my church. And you, just as Mozart could hear an entire symphony in his head, you dance with numbers to infinity. But this dance, this art, does little to endear us to certain factions who see us as mere conjurers. So if we are going to challenge areas of mathematics that are so well trod, we cannot afford to be wrong.
Can't afford to be wrong. Yeah.
Never. Ever.
Yeah, but there's lots
But anyway, there's a beautiful cast in this movie. Just we've never seen them before. in anything.
Well, you've seen some of them. Like there's August Deal, who plays a German SS officer in this movie, and also in fucking Inglourious Bastards. He plays basically the same character. But yeah.
Yeah. So yes, we'll talk about that movie. And the second movie we got for this week came in a little while ago. The reason we're doing it now is because it was supposed to be due in the week that I got the vid-19, and I couldn't go out anywhere, so I finally got a chance to go see it. And that is The Kingsman, featuring Ralph Fiennes.
Regis Ralph Fiennes. Oh.
I'm afraid you've got the wrong end of the stick, Max. We're going to stop this system going online, and then I'm going to bring you in.
On what grounds, exactly?
Poor taste in friends.
Yeah, that's from Spectre.
Spectre.
That was 7.
Jim, are you done?
What's so funny?
I don't know. Just go ahead.
Now hold that thought, because I'll tell you what he did. But first, shall I tell you what it was like for me? It was wonderful. I had eyes that cut through lies, lungs that breathed eternity. I felt I'd lived my whole wretched life just to prepare me for that moment.
Yeah. Who else in this movie?
I don't know.
Rice Ifans plays Grigory Rasputin.
You really think it's possible cross-species genetics?
Yes, of course, but for years your father and I were mocked for our theories, not just in the community at large, but at Oscorp as well. They called us mad scientists. And then your father bred the spiders and everything changed. The results were beyond encouraging. They were spectacular. We were gonna change the lives of millions. Including my own. Then it was over. He was gone.
That's from Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, what, 1 or 2?
It's 1, dude. It's okay. It's okay. I understand. Some people don't know cinema like me. Anyway,
You guys don't see what I'm cocking my head this side, like, what the fuck? But also, who else in it? Dude, tell me.
Oh man, I can't pronounce his name. Let's just be honest. You can do it for me.
Okay, so Jimon Hansu is in this movie.
Jimon Hansu. I thought that's the way you pronounced it. I did not. I second guessed myself. I didn't want to butcher his name. Jimon Hansu.
We got here the same way as you. We were in this city when we heard the hurricane sirens. Once they knew they couldn't swim, the National Guard were told to start loading people onto boats. Any boat that they could find. So as soon as people saw the first one get out safe.
That's from Quiet Place Part 2.
Quiet Place Part 2. He's in a lot of movies.
Yeah,
Blood Diamond. I mean, he's the guy.
Once you see his face, you're like, he's in fucking everything. You know?
Yeah. I mean, like, he's the guy's like, Star who?
Mm-hmm.
Star-Lord, man.
Yeah.
You know, like, but a really good movie, The Kingsman. We're going to talk about that here in a little bit. Chris, where can they find us?
Find us on moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. We're at Twitch, MTS Podcast. We're on YouTube. Just search Movies Don't Suck Podcast. Be able to find the shit. If you want to buy shirts in the email, go to bonfire.com. Search Movies Don't Suck. Something you will find shirts and stuff like that. If you want to give some money, which we'll always take, go to patreon.com/Movies Don't Suck. You can get some exclusive stuff there, like stickers and exclusive shirt you only get there. And we're on all streaming platforms. Where you ever find podcasts, you'll find Movies Don't Suck and something to do.
I don't know if they'll find us. I mean, it's pretty hard to find us.
This is where we're easy to find, dude.
I mean, it's like literally the hardest thing to find is us. So how's your week been? I mean, I know we both live in, even though we're 4 hours apart, we both live in an area.
Are we not talking about small business today?
Oh, we do have a small business today. You're correct, Chris. And how dare I not talk about a small business? Today's small business is called Twist of Peace Yoga. Twist of Peace Yoga is located at 422 West Broadway Avenue, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. Now, they want to help you get aligned with yourself to use the calming effects of yoga combined with the awareness of thought to work to allow you to have an array of tools to your disposal to help you through the toughest of times. They are holding their first grand opening on February, I believe it's February 12th. Give me 1 second. I 100% usually have this set up, and I apologize to them and you guys for not having it 100% up.
You guys just wait till Sunday. You guys wait till Sunday. Let's cut out.
Saturday, February 12th, 2022, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at their location, the 422 West Broadway Avenue, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. They are going to have a grand opening, so you can go see what they are about. I actually know the lady who runs the yoga set, and she is a wonderful woman, has 3 beautiful kids, a wonderful husband, and she is great at what she does. So it's yoga and mindset coaching. It's a twist of peace. You can find them on Facebook at Twist of Peace, or you can find them on their website at twistofpeace.com.
Cool. My week's been fine. It's been cold, snowing, and ever since I started working from home, I fucking love the snow. Because like I don't have to go into work. Like I don't.
You definitely don't have to go into work.
Yeah. But like, let's say that my boss wanted me to come in because, let's say something like my computer's not working, and if he asked me to do that, I'd be like, well, go fuck yourself. I wouldn't do it. But now it's something I don't have to worry about because I used to be like, man, I have to go to work, and I don't have to do that at all. I'll just stay at home and watch the snow make chili. So, yeah.
I like making chili.
Yeah, I have a really good.
We actually had chili Saturday. We had that Royal Rumble party, and we actually made chili for everybody.
What's your chili? What's your chili go-to ingredients? What do you put in there?
Well, I mean, it was that was my wife's. Okay. I'm not going to take any. I'm not going to take any. She did it all. She did all the cooking on that. I got the house all cleaned up. I did the cleaning this time. But usually my go-to.
Does she put cinnamon in it?
No.
If she does, I have add a teaspoon to it, man. It really does something to it that I can't explain.
Really? Cinnamon?
Yeah, cinnamon.
Cinnamon?
Yeah, I mean, along with the
like the cinnamon.
Yeah, like the cinnamon, like
cinnamon, like the stripper from that night that me and you met.
Just like her.
Just like her, like the booty shaking, and we're like cinnamon.
Yeah, and I was like, your skin tastes like cinnamon, girl. That's what I said.
You're gonna taste like cinnamon. No, I don't even know what that meant. So cinnamon to chili. Who freaking knew? All right, I'll tell her to.
If you're making a big pot, just add a teaspoon of it. It brings out something.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so weird, man. Yeah. So my weekend, I had a bunch of people over and we watched the Royal Rumble, which I guess was considered the worst Royal Rumble of all time.
Did you know that? Or did you?
No, we were drunk having a good time, dude. we were like, I found these betting sheets that we could bet on them, and so what we did is we paid $10 each. Whoever won all of it won the entire pot for the night, won all the points. So it got us like, so we're sitting here like marketing down the whole time, like, did this person do this? Did this person do that? Like what it said on the sheets. So we were having a good time and stuff like that. And at the end, we we're kind of like, it wasn't the best, but whatever. It was what it was. And then come to find out, like one of the guys that was here, a good dude named Logan, he was looking online, Twitter and all that stuff. He's like, people did not like this Royal Rumble.
Was it just the people who won? I know some people were just not cool.
No, it's not just the people who won. It was like
production quality and all that.
Usually in a Royal Rumble, they have spots.
Mm-hmm.
And a spot is like, there'll be like a dramatic spot. There'll be a funny spot. There'll be like a spot of teasing two people fighting each other that have never been teased before. Yeah. It's something like that. And so like, they didn't have a lot of those spots. Okay. Like it was just like people are coming in, people are being thrown out, people are coming in, people are fighting. Like it wasn't really like anything hardcore rememberable. There's like one spot I can remember, and that was Johnny Knoxville.
Oh, I heard Johnny Knoxville and Chris Pines, they both showed up, right?
Yeah. Like all they showed up, they did their little spot.
I can't fucking wait to see Jackass Forever, dude. I'm so excited.
Dude, I know. CKY Port 7. Yeah.
John Knoxville wasn't in those.
No, I know, but he stole everything from CKY and it made Jackass.
They came together. Well, we talked about this. We've argued about it. They
stole everything from CKY.
They didn't steal everything from CKY.
They stole all from CKY, dude.
They didn't steal.
They stole it.
God damn it!
I'm just kidding.
God
but anyway,
but yeah. I mean, I have a quick question. You remember Billy Madison? You remember the revolting blob? Do you remember that character?
Yeah, I remember the revolting blob.
Is that based on anyone real?
No.
Okay, fine.
There's not one person. I mean, I guess kinda. If you think of Bastion Booger, who was a guy that used to like eat food all the time and like have it all. He was kind of a revolting blob, but nobody was a big guy that had a mask on.
Tell me about the douchebag Abdullah the Butcher.
Okay. We're supposed to be a movie podcast, but
okay,
I'll be more than happy to give you
hold on, real quick. Guys, when I'm at work, I'll hear about shit, and then I'll Wikipedia it, and have it on one screen, and I'll actually do work on the other. So I read about hardcore wrestling for some reason, which is real popular in Japan, apparently. And one of the things they showed was a picture of Abdullah the Butcher, and this guy who's just fucking covered in blood. So, and they say he's like one of the most famous hardcore wrestlers, right?
Hardcore wrestlers, one of the most famous of all time, Abdullah the Butcher. He passed away a few years ago.
Mm-hmm. He was old as fuck, man.
Yeah, I mean, but all right. He was in like some of the weirdest matches ever too. Like he was in this
Focus.
But he was he was in this like Dungeon Doom match where they electrocuted him to death. And like then he was in a lot of hardcore matches and stuff like that. But one of the biggest things that he's known for after he passed away was the fact that he cut himself open with a fork and took the fork and cut the other dude open, and he had hepatitis, and he gave that dude hepatitis, and that he got sued for it. And because of that, it kind of scarred everything else that he ever did.
Thanks a lot. What do you gotta do? Maybe that's dude, I shouldn't drink so much early on.
Are you already drunk?
A little bit, man. I put a lot of I put
drink
a lot of
water. You got a water next to you, dude? Just drink some water. Chill out for a minute.
I'll be fine. So
no, you won't.
The first movie we're talking about is a movie called Munich: The Edge of War. This was released on Netflix late last year, and now Netflix is this weird thing where they release a movie.
And it was released on Netflix on January 21st. Was
it? Okay. But I guess it was released in UK before that.
Why you don't get drunk during the podcast, Chris?
I'm fine. So, the Munich: The Edge of War, directed by Christian Shawashow? I don't know how to say that name. Shawawwow. No, they're mostly known for directing German movies like November Kind and Mitten in Deutschland. You guys saw those movies, right? All those German movies that we haven't seen. This also...
It's... oh, wait a minute. I know how to pronounce this, actually. It's Christian Shachwa.
Oh, it's not Christian
Shawashow. But it's harder, though. It's harder because this is a German word, so it's Shachwa. Like, it's like that. It's like Christina Shachwa. But anyway.
It's not like it's Christian Shyamalan Ding Dong. Okay, written by not a person who's done a whole lot of stuff. They've done stuff like a thing called the Lehman Trilogy, which is an adaptation, but based on a book by Robert Harris called Munich. Obviously, this movie is not just called Munich because there's already a movie called Munich that's Spielberg film. Mm-hmm. This is called Munich: The Edge of War. It takes place in the late 1930s. It stars George McKay as Hugh Legat.
I know what you think, but I know that your daughter has taught me many things just now. She has broadened my mind. She has helped me grow. When we just kissed for the first time just then, the endorphins that your daughter sent through my body were like dolphins swimming through my bloodstream. The way she has opened me up, she has penetrated deep inside of me.
I just wanted to have the penetrate part. This also stars Janice Neal Warner as Paul von Hartmann, Jeremy Irons as the great, I mean, I don't know if he's great now. People don't really look at him very great, but Neville Chamberlain, Prince Chamberlain.
It's the only truth I know. It's my church.
That's good. We got Liv Lisa Fries, Paul Ernest Flanagan, Nick Weimer. I want to also mention Jessica Brown Finley, who looks exactly like fucking Keira Knightley. Looks exactly like her. We got also Alex Jennings as Horace Wilson, and Ollie Steele is Franz Sauer, and there's some really old guy who plays Hitler. Why don't you go ahead and read the the storyline because it's straight from Netflix.
What? Who's Netflix?
They're the movie company that released this in the U.S. in the very least.
Right? Based on the internal bestseller by Robert Harris, it is autumn 1938, and Europe stands on the brink of war. Adolf Hitler is preparing to invade Czechoslovakia, and
Czechoslovakia.
That's what I said.
You said Czechoslovakia. Go ahead. Sorry.
You're the drunk one, dude.
I know, but okay, I'm fine.
Government desperately seeks a peaceful solution. With the pressure building, Hugh Leggett, British civil servant, and Paul von Hartmann, German diplomat, travel to Munich for the emergency conference. As negotiations begin, the two old friends find themselves at the center of a web of political subterfuge and very real danger.
So, first of all, before you guys think this is like true history, it's a historical fiction. So, Hugh and Paul and all that shit, that never happened, right?
No, there's a lot of it that didn't happen.
Yeah, which is fine. It's historical fiction, but I feel like people go into it thinking, oh, this actually happened. Well, the historical events around it did happen, and everyone knows that. Oh no, look at that! You got a movie fact on this. Thanks, dude.
Chris, can you finish your thoughts, man?
Sorry. So, before you go into thinking this is like true story, it's not. It's based on a novel, historical fiction. That doesn't mean this movie isn't good, though. It's fine. I like George McKay. George McKay, if you guys remember, he was the main character in Jordan 1917, which is a great movie. I love 1917. I think you did too, right?
Yes, it's a good movie.
And it's tense. It's a spy thriller. It's a drama. It's all that shit you want from it. It's okay movie, right? I mean,
yeah, it's a pretty good movie.
Yeah,
man. I liked it.
I liked it too. I watched it last night. I was into it. But I don't think this is gonna stick with me.
You don't think this is gonna stick with you? You don't think this is gonna be the one that stays with you until you die?
No, but I was happy. I went into it knowing it's PG-13. And I wasn't upset by it. Like it didn't bother me at the end of the movie. Like, because there's some movies you can tell, like, this is PG-13 because they're trying to market it to a large audience. But I don't think that this is not that type of movie. It just happened to be PG-13 at the end. You know what I mean?
I got you there. I understand what you're saying.
Okay. I mean, what's your thought on this movie?
Beautifully story-wise, it was cool.
Yeah. It was tense at points too. Like you were, even though you're
like, oh my god, everybody's gonna die. The world's coming to an end. All because of this movie. If this happens the way they're gonna say, millions of Jews don't die. I mean,
you don't go into
moments get you on the borderline of being almost like fantasy.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even though we know what happened, you're still like, what's gonna happen? Like
what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen?
I was still tense. I still cared about what would happen to Paul. I still, and I was like, that's not Keira Knightley, but whatever. But I like this.
The three main characters had, I guess there's two main characters. The third one kind of disappears after a while.
Right.
But the two main characters had great chemistry together. I thought they did a great job going back and forth and doing what they do. But for some reason, my middle monitor just went out. And I'm like, that stinks because that's where all the news is. Anyway, so and the two main characters, the two main brothers, friends, whatever it was.
They're friends from Oxford.
Yeah. Totally hit it off great. And they played off for their main counterparts well too.
Yeah.
Because you had one playing off of the guy who played Hitler, the other one's playing off of Jeremy Irons. I mean, really good stuff. And
I do want to mention something. The guy who played Hitler was looked like he was fucking ancient. I know Hitler wasn't that old when he was during 1939. I'm like, God, look how old this guy looks. And he didn't look anything like Adolf Hitler. Thank you, Olga Mathis. But So the thing is, there are two people that played Nazi people. One being Arthur Matthews, who played, like you said, Dr. Joseph Goebbels, and then August Diehl. He was known for being in Inglourious Bastards as Dietrich, the Nazi officer Dietrich Wather, and which I thought was fucking crazy to me, because I was like, I know that guy. There's some people that, I was like, are there some people that just look like Nazis? And I'm like, oh,
right.
He was a Nazi in Inglourious Bastards. So he was in this movie, and I like this movie. It's good. And if people want to, there's worse ways to spend an evening than watching this movie. It's about.
Well, it's only like 2 hours long.
Yeah, 2 hours, 10 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that long of a movie. I mean, in today's retrospect, and if you like World War II, you're going to get your good flow here.
Yeah, you feel like
World War II knowledge and things that are coming up. And to be honest, but the thing is that's going to turn a lot of people off from this.
It can be dry. It can be very dry.
Well, it's not just that it's dry, bro. You know what it is. What's the number one thing that's going to turn people off from this?
I don't know. Tell me. What do you think it is?
Subtitles.
Oh, yeah.
90%, half of this movie's in subtitles, guy.
Okay, but listen. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I'm so happy that you appreciate that, and I'm so happy that there's a whole little group of people that enjoy that. But a lot of people.
Listen.
And this is why American movies do the best across the whole globe.
I disagree, and I'll tell you why.
Really? Okay, so globally, American movies aren't the top 100.
Have we talked about this? Let me explain myself, pal.
I can literally pull it all up.
I believe you. I believe
do it again.
But here's the thing: is that when you're talking about historical accuracy, and you're trying to bring someone into it, you're gonna need German subtitles work the best because they're speaking German, right? Yeah, I'm gonna watch fucking Valkyrie. Where Tom Cruise is doing Tom Cruise, and he's German. It doesn't fucking work that way. But to me, I appreciate the German because that's how it would have been. They wouldn't be speaking fucking English in Germany.
They're speaking your English.
What are you getting so mad about, dude? Like,
I'm not mad about anything.
Are you upset that you had to watch subtitles? Is that the problem?
No, I'm just saying that some people don't like subtitles, dude.
That's fine, I guess.
I know, that's what I'm just trying to throw that out there, bro. And you're just like defending it like I'm saying it's the worst thing ever. And I never said that. I never said that.
You said the majority of people don't like subtitles. I think maybe probably half people. Sorry, I'm chewing ice. I shouldn't be doing that in the air, but
yeah, I know. Why are you chewing ice on the air? I can hear it the whole time. It's driving me up to the wall. It's making me more mad.
What are you mad about, dude? Calm down. Movie's fine. It's a
You're fine.
It's a spy thriller. It's got drama. It's got action, and it's also got it's tense. You get tense, and
What?
Right. It's tense, and I like this movie. There's worse ways to spend the evening, and it's got Jeremy Irons. What more the fuck do you want? Jeremy Irons in the movie, right?
There's a lot of things I want.
What things?
I can tell you what I want. I can tell you what I want. What I really, really want.
Do you want to read the quotes, or do you want to say anything else about this movie before you get into it?
I think this is a pretty good movie. The cinematography of this movie was good. It really feels like you're around World War II.
Yeah.
It like has a good legacy. Let's read a couple quotes and then we'll get to the rating of this. All right. I want to feel something real. Here's something real for you. I'm very curious to see how Hitler responds to this. If Herr Hitler won't listen to me, maybe he'll listen to his greatest friend, Benito Mussolini. He is a small and vulgar man. Little Hitler is a thug. What is this? The true plan for Europe. This is different, but the principles are the same. One thing I am confident, if another war comes, it will be worse than the war before. Welcome to New Germany. Are we safe? Safe as anywhere else. For Germany, I will be dishonest 1,000 times. For myself, never. I can only play the game with the cards that I am dealt. Chris, give me your score.
My score is a 3.7. It's fine. You know, it didn't blow my fucking mind. It's fine. I like this movie.
It blew my mind with my 3.5.
Okay.
That I'm going to give it.
That's above average. You know what I mean? Like,
it's above average. But again, the problem I had with this movie wasn't just the subtitles. I don't mind subtitles. I feel like there's a lot of suspense for something that doesn't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do think also the thing is that I could tell what they're doing with it. Like, oh, we're gonna make this, we're gonna make this resonate in the Trump era. You know, they're trying to see, they're trying to compare Trump to,
and that's what they did. They literally tried to make this the movie that was like, it was kind of like, oh, it's Germany Nazi, but at the same time,
yeah.
What else is it?
Yeah.
What is it reflecting? And I got that, and that's cool, and I get it. You know, Nazi Germany, Donald Trump, same thing. But it's just, Yeah,
it's a little heavy-handed on that, and I like the movie. I'm not talking shit on the movie. It's just I wouldn't find not seeing it. Like, I guess that's the way to put it. I didn't need to see this movie.
It didn't change the world.
Yeah.
But it was a movie that came out. We watched it. We had to watch it.
It was a fine way to spend the evening. But
all right.
Now we're on Rotten Tomatoes. We're on Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes.
What do you think the audience score on this is?
The audience score on this will be 61%.
78.
78. They're a lot higher than I thought. Yeah. Wow.
Now the critic score on this one.
The critic score on this one is going to be. It's going to be 82.
86%.
I was off by 4%. I feel like I'm really good at this game now.
Yeah, Critics and says sharp direction, some outland. I'm sorry, I'll start over. Sharp direction, some sharp direction, some outstanding performances make Munich the Edge of War a gripping historical drama, even though the ending is no secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. It's no secret. You can find it. You can go to any history book and read about it. If you had to think of a war that's so most interesting to you, not your favorite war, that's a ridiculous question, but a war that's most interesting to you, what is it? Is this it? Is it World War II?
What's that?
If you're going to watch a documentary on a war, which one what would you watch a documentary on?
It's funny that you say that, Chris, because I actually have a fact about that.
You have World War II and World War II stuff? Do you have any?
Yeah.
Do you have any Nazi memorabilia?
Yes, I have one piece.
What is it?
I have a pin from an officer's jacket.
Does it have the swastika on it?
Yeah, it's the swastika with the eagle. Yeah. I found it for like $20 at like a antique store.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. But it's the one thing I have of the Nazis. Usually we do add allies. We have a French, American, and all that stuff and stuff like that. But I do have the one little.
You have a gas mask from World War I, though?
Yes, a French officer.
Cool.
It's what they attached on their utility belt.
That's cool. So you're big into that part of history. I am too.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Your face is very popular from that part of history.
Thanks, pal. I don't know if that's a good.
You're a beautiful man. You're a beautiful man with a beanie on.
I know.
You're a beautiful man with a beanie on. Hit that news music.
Shit, sorry.
This is the Movies Don't Suck and some of them news. I'm going to tell Chris information from around the World Wide Web, and he's going to act like he hasn't heard it. You ready, man?
I'm ready. Tell it to me.
All right. First, your favorite movie series has just added a big star to the name.
Peter Rabbit? What is it?
Fast and the Furious 10 has just added your favorite superhero to be in the Fast and the Furious.
Meteor Man. Who is it?
No. Jason Momoa, aka Aquaman, has now been added to the Fast and the Furious series.
I like Jason Momoa. I'm not a big fan of Aquaman, but
that's your own fault, man.
I guess so, man. I guess it's my own fault.
It's your own fault, man.
I remember seeing him in the new Justice League, the remake, because I didn't see the original because you told me not to.
No, don't.
He just plays like a likable dude. Like he's not necessarily Aquaman. He's just like likable superhero guy. You know what I mean?
He plays Jason Momoa.
Yeah, he plays
they're going in.
Yeah.
All right. So that's news.
All right, we'll see you guys next.
Here's another one. And my screen just went out. Why is this happening with my middle monitor? My middle monitor is just like, I don't know if the cord behind it's attached. There we go. I'll try not to move so it doesn't do that again. Anyway, Scream has a go for a sequel already. So Scream 6 will be coming soon.
I guess whatever. The last one was fine, but I had problems with it. I think he had some problems with it too. It didn't need to be made, but I guess we'll go see it. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of things where people like you go, you see that? I'm like, well, I have to for the show, and this is one of those movies I have to see for the show.
One of the most depressing video games that me and my wife have ever played has just got a contract to not only have a movie, but a TV adaptation of it to come out.
A depressing video game?
Yes.
Okay.
It's called It Takes Two.
I've never played It Takes Two, have you?
No. Now this is a game you can download in your if Steam, you got Game Pass for Xbox and stuff like that, you can download it for free. And what it is that you're a husband and wife that are getting divorced, and then your daughter cries to make you into these imaginary these imaginary characters, and it's so sad. The whole video game is sad. It's called It Takes Two, and the whole video game is sad because the wife chick is like yelling at the husband throughout the entire game, and like finally you get to the end and all that stuff. But yeah, that is now becoming an adaptation in a movie and TV. It's the next one that has been apped out, and it says it can be as early as 2023 be out.
Okay, well, I'm kind of. I mean, I'll watch it, right?
Right.
Okay.
But all right, are you ready for this one?
I'm ready. Next one. Lean on me.
This one made me cry a little. I had a tear in my eye when I read this one.
Take a shot.
It made me so happy.
Take a drink.
It made me so happy. Are you ready for this one?
Yeah, of course.
John Perthnall is returning as the Punisher in the MCU. Oh, yeah!
So that's why everyone needs to get and watch The Punisher on Netflix.
Yeah, and also Daredevil on the Netflix series. Those two are two of the best, and he's the best Punisher ever.
Yeah, me and my wife taking a little bit of time about doing Daredevil. We'll get back to it, but we're watching RK-81 right now. So.
Oh yeah. I'm watching the morning show.
What's it on?
It's on Apple TV. It's with Jennifer Aniston.
I heard it's pretty funny.
It's funny and it's very dark at the same time because you're talking about the Me Too movement.
Yeah.
Talking about the MCU off of Netflix, Vincent D'Onofrio is trying to fight to be Kingpin in upcoming movies in the MCU.
Vinny D would do it. Yeah, let it happen. Vinny
D is the best, dude. Yeah. I mean, I would watch him do whatever he wants to do ever. If he would literally just sit down and like read a telephone book the whole time, probably would watch it.
As long as he's Kingpin, because his Kingpin character is great.
Oh gosh, yeah, right.
Or Full Metal Jacket, you know.
Full Metal Jacket's amazing too. Master of the Universe movie lands at Netflix, and Kyle Allen is set as the lead.
Kyle Allen, okay. I don't know who that is. Do you?
You don't know Kyle Allen?
Tell me who it is.
Well, first it will be directed by the Nee brothers, who did Lost City and wrote this screenplay for Shang-Chi. Also, Masters. It doesn't say a lot about.
But by the way, dude, I gotta be honest. Master Universe is more your thing. I'm a little bit younger than you, so Master Universe in your wheelhouse, not mine. So.
What, you don't like He-Man?
It's not my thing, man. I grew up watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not He-Man.
Kyle Allen is the quarterback for the Washington Commanders, the NFL team.
What, they used to be called something else, right?
Yeah, they used to be called the Redskins, but this past week they got
changed,
renamed to the Commanders. All right. Stars from the shows Mandalorian and Bird of Prey are going to be in the Stephen King's adaptation of The Boogeyman.
I don't remember that both the Boogeyman by
It's a short story. It was originally published in a book form as the Night Shift Collection, which I actually have the Night Shift Collection. It's one of my favorite Stephen King collections of small stories. It was originally supposed to be in development. This was supposed to be in development in 2018, but everybody knows what happened.
Yeah,
everybody knows what happened.
Everyone knows.
So this is basically their way to put it in there now. Sophie Thatcher, who has most recently seen in Yellow Jackets and The Mandalorian, will be a part of it. And it's Stephen King, man. I don't know what to say more than that. I mean, anytime Stephen King makes something.
Yeah, we'll watch it.
What's your favorite John Travolta movie of all time? Because I can guess.
Pulp Fiction.
I don't know.
Pulp
Fiction?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I don't think that's what it is. I think that's what you tell everybody.
It's not Look Who's Talking. It's definitely none of those movies. It's not Grease either.
Chris's favorite John Travolta movie, Urban Cowboy, is now being adapted as a TV series for Paramount Plus.
I don't care. I really don't care.
Yeah, you do. Come on. That's I'm a rhinestone cowboy.
I don't care.
No,
I'm a thing.
Yeah, you do.
No, I'm good.
It's going to go deeper into Bud's journey from the farm to the big city in the 1980s Houston area where you grew up, right?
I grew up in Dallas, which is like hours from Houston.
Whatever. Dallas, Houston, whatever.
I don't think it's
all in that state that doesn't have power right now.
I'm my wife's home. My dog's losing his mind.
Yeah, obviously. But it's going to be directed by James Bridge and co-written by Aaron Latham, who follows the love-hate relationship between Buford Bud Davis, John Travolta, and Sissy Deborah Winger. It was a hit at the box office, and more than likely this will be awesome.
Okay, cool. I mean, what's it going to be on? Paramount Plus, right? You just said? Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Netflix is releasing Bloodily Disgusting, which reports Winfield is coming, which Windfall is coming to Netflix, which is a Alfred Hitchcock made property with Jason Segel, Lily Collins, and Jesse Plemons.
I hear Jesse Plemons, I'm like, okay, yes.
Yeah, I know you would. So why do you think I fucking added that story to the news? That's all I got on that one too. Okay. That's all. It's coming out March 18th.
What you mean, like less than a month, like a month from now?
Yep.
We're just now hearing about it.
That's I've told you about it before.
Okay.
And then also Lily James is also trying to get Mamma Mia 3
Fuck
going.
that, man.
Did you watch any of the Mamma Mia?
I watched the first one.
Okay. And you hated it?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Did you watch the second one?
No, I didn't care. Enough for the first one. I mean, everyone likes ABBA, dude. Okay? Like, I get it. Like, everyone likes ABBA. But I don't really care about Mamma Mia.
Yeah, you go again. You're a big fan. Why do you lie to people? It's so weird.
I don't lie about like things that like you and I don't think we really believe in guilty pleasures, you know. And I can tell you, the one
I don't believe in guilty pleasures. I just tell everybody what I like.
yeah, right? Like you're like, fuck you if you don't care. Like,
if you don't like it, I don't care. Whoop you do. You don't like that? Cool. I'm sure we'll find something that we like.
Tom Petty, right? You go to someone that, like that.
There is a secret project that we all didn't know about that is being done, and it's being shot in the UK this summer, and it is a biopic of a man named Keith Moon,
the drummer for the Who.
Good job, way to go! That's why I just said his name. I wanted to see if you knew what he did.
Do you know who you're talking to, dude? Like, do you know who you're talking to?
Yeah, no, I don't know who I'm talking to. I haven't done a podcast with you since 1982. All right.
If only. Before I was born.
Anyway,
since we're
a live action movie and stage show is in development of The Last Unicorn, the animated film from 1982.
I never saw Last Unicorn. I'm sure my wife.
Oh my gosh, your parents hated you then.
I mean, I was a.
I mean, the novel's from 1968.
You watched
it's
it?
best known for its animated adaptation with voice performances from Alan Arkin and Jeff Bridges, Christopher Lee, Mia Farrow, and Angela Lansbury. I mean, it's on, I think, Netflix or Hulu. I can't remember exactly, but it is on all platforms.
So you think I should go watch it?
Oh my God, it is a classic, dude. It is a classic.
I was my wife about it.
It made me cry as a kid. I remember it. So, I mean, they're working on that right now for, that to be live action, which I'm guessing it's going to have to be Netflix. I'm just going to take a look and see real quick.
Are we doing it for the show?
Oh, man. If it becomes a movie, yeah. But more likely they'll make it like a show or something.
Okay.
It just says they've been working on it. It doesn't say who has the rights yet.
Okay.
Another biopic. Mary Shelley is getting a biopic on her writing Frankenstein.
Yeah, you guys don't know. Mary Shelley's the writer of Frankenstein.
Or, I'm sorry, Frankenstein.
Okay, Frankenstein.
A new biopic is in development about one of the most legendary authors of all time, Variety reports. And Rose Pictures, Falwell 73 and Rose Pictures are teaming up to co-produce, and it's called Mary's Monster, a biopic about Frankenstein. The film follows Shelley as she struggles to complete her iconic Gothic horror novel, which was first published in 1818.
Have you read it?
Oh, the director of Daredevil, the series, Farian Blackburn, is the one directing it.
Have you read?
Have I read Frankenstein? Yeah.
Okay.
Or Frankenstein?
It's fine. It's fine.
And are you ready for last but not least?
Okay, yeah, I'm ready for the last but not least.
Last but not least.
Mm-hmm.
No, wait. I got one more.
Cool. So
before I go last but least.
Okay.
The second to last one. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is cast as the cult leader in the Jim Jones movie.
Wait, he's gonna be Jim Jones?
Yes.
Okay, I mean, fine. I'm sure he's gonna be great.
I mean, it's called White Knight. It's already directed by Anne Shishkowitz, and it's written by William Wheeler. Already in the movie is I just had all their names and I lost them all because you said stuff.
I said stuff all the time.
You say stuff all the time, and I lost all their names, and I knew you'd love all the names. Leonardo DiCaprio.
He's not the lead?
No.
I can see Jogo in my head being Jim Jones. Like, I see it now.
The person who wrote Venom wrote the script.
I don't know about that then. Maybe it won't be that good.
Venom was a great movie, so I can understand. Oh, Chloe Grace Moretz.
Chloe Grace Moretz, yeah.
Yeah, she's in it as well.
I like her.
And Leo DiCaprio, of course, who I just said. So, yeah,
We'll see it.
Last but not least, here it is. You ready?
Lay down, me pal.
For 2023 start production, it has been signed at Warner Brothers. It is coming. It is going. It is the sequel that everybody has been wanting. The Joker Part 2 will start filming as of 2023.
Who's in it? Does he know anything about that like that? Like who's in it? Or I don't think they need to make a second one. It's
Who is it? Who's in it? I don't know. Who's in it, Chris? Who played the Joker in the movie The Joker?
I know Joaquin was. I thought Joaquin said he wasn't going to do a second one.
Well, obviously money talks and bullshit walks.
So part 2, Joker.
Part 2 of the Joker. Part 2 of the Joker coming out in your face.
Can we talk about that new trailer for the Batman?
No, I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen the funeral scene?
No. Chris, I haven't watched a freaking trailer for the Batman since the first one.
Is it because you want to keep it okay?
There you go, buddy.
No, motherfucker, you all the time like you didn't see that trailer. I said, well, I thought you would have watched this by now.
Dude. That's Movies Don't Suck and Some of Their Dues. Now we're going to talk the second movie of the evening, the one, the only, The King's Man.
I just, dude, like, it's just like I watch stuff with anticipation, and you'd be like, "You haven't seen that yet?" And so I watch it, and then you're like, "No, I haven't seen that shit." I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" Like
I don't watch that stuff, man.
Okay, Kingsman.
No, okay. There's some that I watch, and there's some that I don't. But when it comes to Batman, after a while, I gotta just kind of be like, all right, I'm done.
All right,
I can't watch them all, man.
Some of the Kingsman. Prequel to
King's Man.
Directed by Matthew Vaughn. You guys know him from all kinds of stuff, like Kingsman, The Kingsman, Golden Circle, Secret Service, X-Men First Class, Kick-Ass, Stardust, Layer Cake. He directed all those movies, and so everyone likes Matthew Vaughn, right? You like Matthew Vaughn, right?
Who?
Matthew Vaughn, you like him?
Do I like him?
Yeah.
Why do I like him?
Because he made these movies you like. Also written by Carl Justic. He wrote things like Oblivion and November Man, and it's based on the comic book The Secret Service by Mark Miller. This is the third in the Kingsman series.
Mm-hmm.
This stars Ray Fiennes as Orlando Oxford.
I'm afraid you've got the wrong end of the stick, Max. We're going to stop this system going online, and then I'm going to bring you in.
This also stars Gemma Arterton as Polly.
Now hold that thought, because I'll tell you what he did. But first, shall I tell you what it was like for...
Yeah, and also Raisa Ifans is Grigory Rasputin.
You really think it's possible, cross-species genetics?
Yes, of course, but for years your father and I were mocked for our theories, not just in the community at large, but at Oscorp as well.
Now hold that.
You really think it's...
Sorry. And then also...
hitting the buttons all together now? Are you going to mess you up?
Harris Dickinson is Conrad Oxford, who plays the son of Ray Fiennes, and Jimon Hansu as Shola.
We got here the same way as you.
That's good enough. This is really long. It's also... there's a lot of people in this, but why don't you go ahead and read the one-sentence storyline on this one?
There's a storyline?
Yeah.
Is it a good storyline?
Not really, Al.
Oh. In the early years of the 20th century, the Kingsman Agency is formed to stand against a cabal plotting and a war to wipe out millions.
Well, there's still wars. There are two of them, the wipe out millions. This takes place in the World War I period, because Rasputin was in that time. It's the Kingsman movie. It's better than the second one, right? I would say. What are you looking at me for like that for? Just Oh, look at that. Neil added movie fact. If you guys know, President Woodrow Wilson asked for a Glacier Statesman whiskey produced by the American equivalent by Kingsman, introduced in the Golden Circle.
That's not what that's for, Chris. That's not what that's for.
What's it for?
It's just for the people watching. It's not for the people. You don't have to. You are jumping the gun on so many things tonight. Are you drunk?
A little bit.
All right. So, The Kingsman. This is the third in the series.
Pretty cool.
Really good movie. Rafe. I'm sorry, Rafe. Does his thing like it's no other thing.
I could have swore he was in the other two. Like, and I was like, why is he in this one?
I thought too.
I went online and he's not in the other two.
No, he's not. He's not. I was like, I really thought he was too.
Yeah.
It was all Colin.
Colin Firth, yeah.
Yeah, and Elton John.
God, what's that actor's name? It doesn't matter. We'll get to it.
Talented, whatever.
That's it. Taron Egerton. But then this one gets. This is a prequel. This shows how the Kingsman service got started.
Yes, and back in the before World War I or whatever, and man, what a gig, what a thing.
It's a fun movie. It's a fun movie.
Yeah, it's got its ups, it's got its downs, it's got its middle ground.
It's funny.
It's got, of course, it's like the other King. It's like Kingsman, the Secret Service, or Kingsman, the Gold Circle. Better than the Gold Circle. I mean, let's be honest. Gold Circle right now is probably is the lower of them.
Yeah.
All three of these will be available February 12th, I think it is.
On what?
On Hulu.
I want to check. I just saw the fucking Nightmare Alley's watching Hulu right now.
Yeah. Nightmare Alley's already on Hulu. I can't remember when these come up, but I'll look it up real quick while we're talking. But man, I had a fun time with this movie.
Yeah.
It's good to see something that made me laugh. Had a good time. They had there's even scenes that are in the trailer that were, because we saw the trailer like 452 times, because it was at the beginning of every freaking movie.
Yeah, a pandemic, like, the Kingsman's coming out. We know.
We know. So there was a scene that was there where it's like, you're dressed like a butler or whatever, go get me a drink. And he's like, oh, you're dressed like a ballerina. Why don't you float over there and get me one yourself? But that was actually extended.
Oh, yeah.
In the movie, where they actually like said fuck back and forth, like, why don't you give me a fucking drink? And other guys like, why don't you give me a fucking drink?
Yeah. The guy who was Rasputin in this, right? Sci fans, great. Oh, obviously, like you're gonna see in the trailer, and it has one of the things that was missing from the second one is a fight scene as good as the church scene from the first one. This one has a pretty great fight scene. It rivals the church scene, I think.
Yeah. They had some really good scenes in this. I mean, I was very, very impressed by everything I got in this movie.
And it had, here's the thing. It had a weird uneven tone at points. Like, you're like, okay, the movie's, it's 2 hours long? 2 hours, 11 minutes long. And it changes tone rather quickly. You know what I mean? Like, you're like,
yeah, it does. There's a dark part pops in all of a sudden. All of a sudden, it's like, hey, remember how you're happy at this whole first part of this movie? Let's make you sad.
Yeah. Let's just go ahead and change the tone of the film entirely. And you're like, well, fuck, dude. Like, I came here to have fun. but
The Kingsman, this movie, will be on Hulu on the 18th of February.
Yeah, so pretty quickly, the pandemic's changed things, how things are released. So, I mean, it's still in theaters right now. I think they're still showing it, right?
Right.
So
and I went and watched it on Monday. So like, yeah, it's still being shown at theaters. It's still out there to go see. And to be honest, I had a good time watching it in the theater. I mean, it wasn't like a 3-hour movie. It was like, yeah, it's 2 hours.
It's got action, it's got comedy, it's got the heart.
Yeah, it's got exactly what you want. There's parts where I laughed my ass off. There's parts where I was like, oh my God, that hit me right in the breadbasket. Like, what was that?
Yeah.
Nobody, why did you do that to me?
If you like violence, a number one violence. There's lots of violence.
There's a lot of violence. Yeah. So like, it was, there's a lot of stuff out there. So it was, and to be honest, everything that's at the theater right now, we're not getting another dump until like what, Friday, maybe next week.
Well, we get 2 big movies coming out this coming Friday.
Okay, so but if you have a choice and you've seen a lot of the movies that are at the theater right now, because let's be honest, the last 3 weeks has been nothing.
Yeah, if Jackass or Moonfall isn't your thing, you can always watch this.
Yeah, and to be honest, this had a great cast, great people. Everybody got along great. In every scene that Rafe was in, like, he just demanded the screen. He just owned the screen.
He's whatever he is, he's great. Like whatever he does.
Yeah.
If it's Ray Fiennes, he's gonna be great as Voldemort. He's gonna be great as the Nazi in Schindler's List. He's great as the Englishman in Kingsman. The Kingsman.
Oh man, I can't believe out of all those movies, you forgot his like most popular movie.
What? What am I forgetting?
He's the Red Dragon, dude. The Red Dragon.
It's the most popular movie, though.
I mean, besides Harry Potter.
I listed him as Voldemort. Like, what else do you want from me, dude?
I'm glad you remembered him as your wife's favorite villain.
Yeah, of course.
You know, you don't remember him in great classics.
My wife loved those books, right? She was a big fan of the books, and she's okay with the movies. She likes the movies, but like I ask her, I'm like, she's like, the books are like a million times better. I read like most of them. I read up to The God with a Fire, and then I was too cool for school after that. So
I read them all.
Yeah,
and I got kicked out of a book midnight release.
Oh my! You got kicked out. I want to hear the story.
Yeah.
Tell the story real quick.
Oh, all right. So it's midnight release. There's a group of people I worked. It was Deathly Hallows.
Okay.
And the people at work were like, "Hey, you want to go with us?" And it was all females, and I was the only male. Mm-hmm. And I was like, "Yeah, I'll go, whatever." But we got off of work at 5. The release was until midnight. Guess what was in the same parking lot as that Borders?
It was a store.
Bar.
Okay, oh, sorry.
So we went and got drunk, waited in line, and I'm trying to cut this as short as possible. So I noticed while we were standing in line that there was a line because they had color lines that, red, blue, green, and each line went first, that line went next, whatever. I noticed one of the lines went right through the adult section.
Oh no, dude.
Of Borders,
of course you did.
Of pornos and stuff like that and stuff. And
did you pick it up and start reading out of it? Is that what happened?
No. So then all of a sudden, news crew's in there, right? News crew comes up to me and puts a microphone in my face and goes, "Hey, what do you think happens in this book?" And I was like, "Harry fucking dies. Harry dies. Ron dies. Hermione dies. Voldemort fucking rules." And they're like, "Cut. We can't use that. And can you do it again with that?" "Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What do you think is going to happen in this book?" "Fucking Harry dies. Ron gets ass raped. Hermione gets raped and fucking killed.
Yeah.
Voldemort fucking rules ass."
Yeah.
And they just like walked off because they were pissed. I didn't want them to put me on the air anyway. They put a microphone in my face.
Yeah, you didn't ask for this.
And the manager came up to me.
Yeah, the manager
and was like, "Hey, man, you need to stop swearing." I go, "Hey, man, maybe not line the kiddies up through the porn section and you'll fucking get me at my best."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well," I go, "Are you the one that made these lines to go right through the porn section where these little kids are literally standing 4 hours right in front of the Playboys and the rated X DVDs and stuff like that?" Well, no, sir. I didn't know. I don't know who's in charge. I go, well, you're the manager, so obviously you're in charge of it. So you're the fucking douchebag that line little kitties up in front of fucking pornos. I go, how good do you feel about yourself when you go home at night? Do you like think about shooting yourself? Because you probably should.
They kicked you out, right?
Yeah, right away.
They deserve to. I mean,
by any means, they deserved it. But at the same time, they still line kids up through the porn section.
Okay. All right, yeah, that's fair. I mean, like, but you know, whatever. I mean, you were drunk.
And so,
you were a dickhead.
yeah, and I was drunk too. And so I literally left there, went to Walmart on the way home, picked up the book, no line.
Yeah.
No line.
Yeah.
No one even bought one like off of the rack. It was like just no one had even picked one up yet.
The Kingsman.
You're the one that asked for the story, dude.
Yeah,
it's kind of long.
Sorry.
It goes into more detail later. Anyway.
It's a good movie. I liked it. It's fun. Again, the worst way to spend a night evening. I enjoyed this movie.
No, it's especially if you want to continue the trilogy. And to be honest, this movie is being, I think, signed on for 6 of them.
Hey, how about it?
I think there's 6 of them going to be. It's going to be like a quadruple or whatever. And they're bringing back Colin and
Taryn.
Taryn. And to be honest, I enjoy them. Even Golden Circle, which I guess is considered not the best in the world or whatever.
Yeah.
I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I loved it. Wasn't Channing Tatum the cowboy in that?
Yeah, he was.
I loved. All right, I gotta make this announcement. All right, right now, I love Channing Tatum. All right, I love him.
What does he love about him?
Dude, I just feel like even though he's like super buff and all that stuff, I just feel like he's the kind of dude I can invite to my house and have beers with and just hang out with, and it'd be great. It'd be a good time.
He played tequila.
Yeah, whatever. But he's a good dude, and I feel like he would be fun to hang around and stuff like that. And every time I see him in a movie, it's always a good movie. It's not like Oscar-worthy movie, but it's like fun, feel good. I know I'm going to have a good time watching that movie.
Okay. Do you have quotes for the Kingsman?
Of course I have.
Let's get to him.
My name's Chris. Do you got quotes? Do you do your job, Neil? Yes, Chris. I do my job. I do what I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
That's why we are members of the Red Cross, helping others, not hiding behind our status. If God wanted men to fly, he would have gave them wings. Back then, to be called a gentleman would have been a death sentence. What is trust? Trust is having confidence in the honesty of another. Everyone knows the tortoise eventually wins the race anyway. You're a boy that don't know that men are capable of. My mother died. Wasn't that a great introduction? Small things can grow into big problems. The objective of war is not to die for one's country, but the enemy to die for theirs. Every time I killed a man, a piece of me died with him. I rather would have had a feather. If I didn't know better, I think your son was trying to fuck me. That was a good line.
It was.
No, we will go home to Heroes Walk Home. Be the man your son would have been. It would be bad form to ask a man to do something I wouldn't do myself. Funny, you will jump in front of a bullet for me, but you won't jump out of an airplane. And may long live the Kingsman.
Okay, what's your score on this?
I gave it a 3.9, man. I had a good time. I thought it was a lot better than the last one. Mm-hmm. And that was I think that's what I was rating it on going in, is like I didn't want to be as slapsticky as the Golden Circle was. And I think I had a really good time with it. And I loved it. I thought I had fun. And I would watch it again. And again, one of my voting things is always rewatchability. I would rewatch this tomorrow.
Yeah, it's better than I thought it'd be. I go in just sort of expecting something, and it's fine. To me, I enjoyed it. I was entertained. Funny moments, exciting moments. Mine's like a 3.7. It's not awful at all. It's not bad. I liked it. I liked Kingsman.
No, I really liked it. I thought the Kingsman. It's a good third. I can't wait for the 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Yeah, I'll watch them. Okay,
I'll watch them butt naked and win.
I'm on Rotten Tomatoes. What do you think the audience score in this one is?
79%.
80%.
I was off by 1. Damn, I'm so good at this game.
Audience says the Kingsman might be a little too long, but it takes the franchise in a fresh direction without losing any of the action fans are looking for. Now, what's the critic score on this one?
Oh, dude, they're going to be harsh. They're always harsh. 59.
42.
Wow!
Yeah.
Give me their bullshit reason.
Ray Fiennes' solid central performance in The Kingsman is done dirty by its tonally confused prequel's descent into action thriller tedium. But that's what, when you and I went into the action thriller comedy, that's what we expected. So I don't know exactly why they're throwing shit on it. I like this movie. I think it's fun. I think it's worth watching. Yeah, man, go see The Kingsman.
Go see it. Like I if not, just wait till like fucking 9 days. Literally 9 days.
You can watch this.
I think it'll be on Hulu.
Or if you want to make a day out of it, watch the whole trilogy. Right?
Oh, dude. I already have the other two. Yeah, I already have the other two bought, and I've watched the first one today.
Okay.
I haven't watched Golden Circle today yet. So I was gonna do that later.
All right. Next week we are watching. We're watching Jackass Forever.
Jackass, like a Jedi. What? Jackass. Wait a minute. Oh gosh, why can't I remember the song all of a sudden? Oh man. You remember the song Jackass?
I just remember the song. I just remember the television show and other movies. That's what I remember.
There was a song, and it has lyrics, and I gotta find the lyrics. So, it was on. Do you remember this wonderful, beautiful movie called Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Of course, I remember Jay and Silent Strike Back.
Yeah, the lyrics to this song were so fun. It was Jackass, I'm a pimped out Jedi Knight. Obi-Wan meets Dolomite. Ben Kenobi went and got himself a pompadour. These aren't the horrors you're looking for, Jackass. If the crocodile hunter smoked weed, Steve Irwin burning herb in his Jeep, thinks the kangaroos are laughing at his haircut, used a bull for that too, but if you knew me like I know myself, you'd hate
it's fine.
me
It's
like
fine. It's fine.
I hate myself because I'm a jackass.
So, Jackass, you guys will always hear that the beginning of the
Jackass, dude. I can't wait to do that one, dude.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see Jackass. I can't wait to see Can't Kill Yourself Part 7.
Well, I can tell you, Can't Kill Yourself didn't have the Minutemen in it, so.
No, they had him and CKY the band and Bam Margera.
Bam Margera's in this shit, so.
Yeah, he is. He's in 2 different scenes.
They kept him in it?
That they didn't cut up. Yeah, there's 2 different scenes he's in.
Okay, we're seeing Jackass and we're seeing Moonfall.
I haven't seen the scenes, but I know all the information about this.
Okay, well, Moonfall, I'm looking forward to seeing Moonfall. Are you looking forward to seeing Moonfall?
Because Johnny Knoxville was just at Royal Rumble this past week.
I believe you. Moonfall, are you excited to see that?
I mean, yeah, I like James Bond.
This is not James Bond. This is Roland.
Isn't that James Bond? Moonfall?
No.
Isn't that James Bond?
You're thinking of Moonraker.
Moonraker
is Roland Emmerich's new film. Roland Emmerich's known for Independence Day and Day After Tomorrow, all the disaster films that he's done.
So is this about the Nazis taking over the moon?
No, this is I don't know what it's about. Just know that the moon's coming towards the Earth.
The moon's coming towards the Earth.
Yeah.
But they're not at the Earth.
Not yet. I haven't seen the movie.
But are they in the Earth, with the Earth? What, when the Earth is happening and the Earth is going around and things are happening? Is it like, so is the moon coming towards the Earth?
That's all I know about the movie. Is that
coming into the gravitational pull?
Yeah, I don't fucking know. that's all I know is that the moon.
Are both these movies at the theater?
Yes, they are.
You're a dick. Anyway, but
we have the AMC Studs Pass. It's not like you're like losing. I'm trying.
It's cold. There's snow outside.
Who gives a fuck?
I'm
dude?
just kidding. I'm from Indiana. I can drive.
Okay.
Snow. I'm just...
All right. So you can find us online. Movies on Stuff.net. We're on Facebook. Facebook.com/podcast. We're on Twitter. MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram. MTS Podcast. You can find us on merch. Go to bonfire.com. Search movies on Suck Something to Do. You'll find content shit. Also stuff that's not related to the show. Just to make stuff. If you want some money, Patreon.com. Suck. We're on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook. Like and subscribe, all that shit. And all streaming platforms. Where you find podcasts, you'll find movies on Suck and Something to Do. What do we do for small businesses?
Not get intoxicated and try to promote them. No, what I do is I promote small businesses. And if you have a small business, let us send us your information over to my wonderful email or movies don't suck MTTS podcast at gmail. And we'll be more than happy to promote your small business. We want to help you out. We want to make sure you get to our hundreds of watchers, thousands of listeners. We want to make sure that you come and get that and people go and buy stuff from your place because we love you and we want you to do good in the world that we live in.
By the way, it's Movies Don't Suck Podcast at gmail.com.
It's MTDS Podcast at Gmail.
No, it's Movies Don't Suck Podcast at gmail.com. I knew it.
Gosh dang it, you're right. It is.
All right.
It's saved all my stuff, man. I mean, as soon as you give me the info, it's like it's saved. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Are you good? Are you good? I'm good.
Are you good? That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name is Neil.
I'm Chris.
And remember, anytime you're hanging out and you're going to war with not just you, but others, remember, you can be a king's man in any environment that you survive. Have a good day.